The reason why a lot of professionals do not encourage derma rolling at home. So here's what I have to say about that. If you are not going to follow those steps, don't do it. All right, this is part 2 of 3 unpopular skin hacks that work. I decided to do a part 2 and I may do a part 3. I don't know. I wanted to share with you what works for me and how you can take care of your skin really easily. I'm going to just go straight into it and do a dive. So the first thing that I have really noticed is a lot of estheticians, and I know, well, actually, there's probably some estheticians that are for this and aren't for this, but I've noticed a lot of, when I've interviewed in the past on the podcast, plastic surgeons and dermatologists, they aren't for this at home and I am. So this is where we differ. Oh my gosh, what am I talking about, right? Let me tell you. I am for you doing your derma rolling at home. And I know that's controversial. A lot of people may not like that. And I'm not talking about professional microneedling. That's a whole nother ballgame. So that's usually when you have a numbing cream applied first and then you do the professional microneedling. I'm talking about derma rolling. There's a book that I absolutely love. I'm going to put the link in down below. And I've read this book and I love the pictures. I love what the author says about it. It's the studies of derma rolling at home. The reason why a lot of professionals do not encourage derma rolling at home is because they're worried that you're not going to do the sanitation and safety precautionary steps to make sure that you don't get an infection or you're rolling too deep or you're doing too much. So here's what I have to say about that. If you are not going to follow those steps, don't do it. If you feel like, I don't know how to sanitize properly, I don't know how to sterilize properly, I'm not going to do these steps, then there's a no-brainer. Go get it professionally done and you can do the full-on microneedling. Both are great. Derma rolling is going to take longer to see results. And you have to do it more because the needles are not as deep. And I've done an entire episode on microneedling versus derma rolling. I'll link that below. I think I have. Actually, I have to check. If not, I'll do one. But if I have, I'll link it below. I do incorporate this into my routine. And one of my tricks that I do is I put on the serum before I derma roll. So it's usually a growth hormone or a peptide. Then I derma roll and then I put it on again. So I'm really pushing it inside. If you're really challenged with doing this at home, I have you covered. I have a video inside 𝒓𝒏𝒈 Beauty, which is my free online membership, and you can watch me teach you how to derma roll and also teach you the sterilization and sanitation tips. Now, I do go a little overboard with that because I really think that's so important. So I just don't sanitize my derma roller, I sterilize it. And there's a difference there. Sanitation is going to be your quick, you're going to rinse it, maybe spritz some alcohol on it, and you can put it in a container and use a denture tablet to sanitize derma roller. I do that, but I do take it one step further and I put it in a UV sterilizer. I'm just used to that from having a spa. I like things sterilized because if we're going to have needles going into the skin, I don't care what kind of length they are, I am going to have those sterilized. I encourage you to try it. If you feel like you're disciplined enough to do the proper steps, you're going to see results. It's really such a great way to build your collagen quickly and easily. And it really just is such a minimal cost. It's so easy. So that is a very unpopular skin hack, I think. It's very controversial. A lot of people don't want you to do it at home. I think we're all adults here. And if you can follow instructions like anything in life, you can do that. The other thing I want to talk about is lymphatic drainage. So this may be, I don't know if this is really unpopular or just not talked about enough, but it's such a key to having great skin health. We've got to get your lymphatic drainage moving. I want to do a complete episode on this, what I'm about to say that I do next. And here it is. I jump on my rebounder for 2 minutes every day. And in fact, when I'm doing a workout, I do about 10 minutes because 10 minutes is equivalent to 30 minutes of running and 2 minutes 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes in the morning. You do. You can find it. 2 minutes of rebounding. You are going to be able to get your entire lymphatic system. You're going to have everything move through your lymphatic system and you're going to be done for the day. 2 minutes. You can do it. I also like to do my lymphatic in the shower that night when I'm cleansing. My double cleanse is just easy. You can do your facial massage and your lymphatic system at the same time. So let's really move those toxins out. What an easy, very inexpensive way to have clear skin. But also remember, everything in your body, it's got to be flowing. Your gut has to be really right. Your dental, your microbiome, everything has to be good to have great, amazing, clear, glowing skin. We've got to get on that rebounder. I really think I've incorporated that in towards the end of 2024. I wish I had done that earlier. I wanted to share with you what my experience has been. And I'm just going to continue that and incorporate that into actually my skincare quote routine because I think it's that important. And if you don't love other lymphatics things like dry brushing as much or something which are definitely important, at least get on the rebounder so you know that you're taking care of that for you. That is a very inexpensive thing. And once you've invested in the rebounder, which is not that much, I think mine's a little over $100. I'll put a link below to a rebounder that you can get. In addition, a few benefits besides skin health are it helps with your pelvic area. So your bladder control, it helps with that. And also it's really helped me get in shape. I can't believe it. I thought, what are these little jumps doing? How is this going to help with my overall fitness? But oh my gosh, it really does. I had to get acclimated to be able to do the 10 minutes. I think I did it for 1 minute the first day. I was like, I'm tired. And then 1 minute and a half, then two. You're probably in better shape than I am. I had a baby and I needed to have some cardio. I didn't always want to go on the treadmill, elliptical. And so I tried this and I watched some YouTube videos on it. I think I may do a rebounding video in my 𝒓𝒏𝒈 Beauty membership. You can download it on iOS or Google Play. Just look up 𝒓𝒏𝒈 Beauty. It's 𝑙apree. It's free. I may add a video in there to do that. But I do have the derma rolling video in there, like I mentioned before. And you can just watch that and I will show you how to derma roll. You can see all the strokes. I know I'm jumping to that first tip, but you can do all the strokes there. You can do the vertical, horizontal, and at an diagonal with me. I'll show you how to do it. So don't worry about it. The third one is also controversial. There's estheticians that I see that only want you to do a chemical acid for your exfoliation. Then other ones want you to do a physical one only. I'm going to put this together and I'm going to say, I want you to do both. I actually want you to do both physical and chemical for your exfoliation. By the way, derma rolling is a form of exfoliation. So when I derma roll that time of the week, then I'm not going to do any other exfoliation because that is exfoliating my skin as well. Definitely combine, for me, I think you should, the physical and the acids. The physical to me is really going to help with that, just getting that hyperpigmentation off. And I just want to let you know, this is my personal experience. If you are having great results with just doing one or the other, that is awesome. Just keep doing your thing. I'm so happy for you. If you want to mix it up or you feel like you're just not quite getting what you need, then I want you to do both. By the way, if you are struggling and you don't know where to start, I actually do skincare routine coaching. So you can book the link below and you can have a one-on-one with me, a licensed esthetician of over 14 years, and I can build your routine for you and give you all these tips. Should I do a part 3 of this? I'm thinking yes, of unpopular skin hacks. This is fun. I want you to know a few things. I think I should. So let me know below. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week to see if we did a part 3. Maybe we'll, maybe we won't. And I'll see you next week.